Alright, so this is a new deck that I've been brewing, just kind of messing around with lately, and that is blue-red tempo, blue-red flash, not really flash, aggro, whatever you want to call it. It's essentially base mono blue tempo from the old um, Ravnica standard, thrown in with some new cards from Eldraine, namely Embercleave, the adventure spells. And it's hasn't been the best deck in the world, but it's been a lot of fun. So just a quick, brief jump into what is in the deck. Essentially, the goal of the deck is to be very cheap, inexpensive interaction. It is a Curious Obsession deck, so it's got 4 Curious Obsession, Siren Storm Tamer, that package. So 8 1-drops between Spectral Sailor and Storm Tamer. 3 Dive Down, 3 Spell Pierce to Protect, 3 Op just as filtering. So those are like 1-drop blue spells. 4 Lightning Strikes. I think Lightning Strikes is a really good removal in Historic. It kills most of the things that I care about, and then can be burned to the face. 4 Brazen Borrower, again, is a 2-mana removal spell, plus 3/1 Flash. The 3/1 Flash has probably been more relevant than the 2, but I don't need to explain that one. It's a pretty well-known card. 3 Lookouts Dispersal. I am playing 8 Pirates. Now that since I'm not playing Brineborn Cutthroat, perhaps Lookout's Dispersal should just be another 2-mana counterspell. I'm not sure, but that's what I've got right now. Um, and it's just Quench, the 2 extra mana more than Quench. Quench only counters unless you pay 2, is a huge deal, because Quench just becomes irrelevant very quickly, whereas Lookout's Dispersal stays relevant much longer. My other counter of choice is Ionize, just as a way of dealing 2 damage. It is nice to hold a hand of 2 Ionize and 2 Lightning Strikes, knowing that you've got 12 points of burn, 6, 8, 10 points of burn, I can do math, while also having interaction. So, and then lastly, Bone Crusher Giant is another removal spell. While also in slower matchups becoming a blocker, it also blocks Shifting Ceratops, which is relevant. That 4 power deals nicely with the 4 toughness of the dinosaur. And then, ooh, forgive me, Embercleave at the end. Great on Brazen Borrower, great on Bone Crusher Giant. Essentially just is a surprise, I win spell. I don't know why I'm mousing over that. So, mana 21 spells, 21 lands. Mono Blue went with 20, but I'd rather just have an extra land so I can cast my spells. And since we do have 3 different dual lands, hopefully that'll mean we can catch all our spells. Sideboard is 3 Aether Guest because Gruul is everywhere, 3 Negate because I just like it. Obviously, this sideboard is somewhat new. I'm starting to learn what the meta has in it. Chandra's for control, Flame Sweep is for mono white, mana dorks, anything with lot that goes wide. Spyglass is against walkers or cat oven combo. These have come in a lot, and then Lava Coil is just multi-purpose removal. So I'm going to dive into some games, and let's see how this deck does. Well, that's nice. I get to be on the play for the first game. Last several times when I've been playing, I've been on the draw, so that's good stuff. Cognitive bias much. This is fine. Spectral Sailor and Op being instant speed means I can decide whether I want to flash in Sailor or Opt, depending on what they play. So, not sure that I want to. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to opt to find a land. There we go. And then I'll drop in Storm Tamer. And then play Curious Obsession next turn. Because it would be kind of bad if I played Curious Obsession. Okay, they're going to play Thought Erasure. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well, I got punished a little bit. They might take my counterspell. long time to decide. Yep. That is the correct play. But I've got a counterspell for whatever their next play is. So this is Grixis. And I do miss on lands. I am playing 21 lands, so that's going to happen. I guess we have to counter that, don't we? That's kind of nice, although we did miss on lands again. But I did keep a one-lander, so... I guess if I just counter this, then their turn's done, right? Sure. So Grixis fires. So I think I should have a good matchup against this this deck. We'll see. We've got a decent clock. I mean, he's on a 4-turn clock now, so... Okay, that's the game. GG. Alright, let's go into game 2. I probably could have... this is where negates are going to come in. I believe Embercleave's coming out. Lightning Strikes are coming out. Aether Gust is interesting. I think I'll just stop there. We're just going to play... Actually, I'm going to take out the Lightning Strikes. I don't know if I want to bring in... I'm going to bring in one of each. I'm not sure how to fight Grixis Fires the best. The Aether Gust would obviously be against Bolas, Chandra. Sorcerer's Spyglass would obviously be against the Walkers. So... Probably should have taken out Bone Crusher as well. This deck is less good against control than Flash decks, because even though it's a little bit faster, it doesn't have the number of counterspells that Flash decks tend to. Like I'm running 3 Spell Pierce and then 5 hard counters, bigger counters, so. And like what tends to happen, I've got a slow opponent. I will be back when... There we go. Good timing. Good timing. Okay. We're going to get our sailor on board. Well, that's kind of a big deal. But I think I just need to use this. That's amazing. I just want to use this as an opportunity to get this guy going. If they kill it, then I'll have counters for days, so... Spell Pierce is good against basically their whole deck. Here comes the Erasure. Yep. Probably take the Ionize. Spell Pierce is one of my favorite cards. But... Yep. Oh, I played the wrong land there. Oh, that's great. Screw you, man. Just gonna bolt their face. That's kind of cool. Holding up 3 pieces of counter magic. That's amazing. So this is why I love Brazen Borrower. That is something that I cannot answer. That is a problem. guess I'll probably just discard a Spell Pierce, right? And then draw a card. That's a problem. Humph. Okay. Here's to hoping we draw something good. Okay, well there's something we can discard. Okay, that's good. Maybe they will jam something else like that. That was a big deal. Can't count on always having 3 Spell Pierce in your opening hand, but they're in there because we put them in there, so there's that. Golly, all this. Let's attack first. Let's see what we get. Double Bolt would be nice. It's a hard life. Alright, I'm gonna drop this in. And if they play Bolus, then I'll flash in Borrower. And if they do that, then I will do that. It's not GG, but it's close to it. Alright. Somehow we made it through that. So they are playing Bolus, so Aether Gust just went up in value. I'm going to take out the Sorcerer's Spyglass, and I don't know. Bone Crusher probably doesn't have a lot of value here. Okay. So essentially, I've found between the blue and the red against creature-based matchups, you shift more towards the red. And this is a good hand. Against the non-creature matchups, you shift more to the blue. So. Okay, well that's great, because that means I can hold open Spell Pierce and Spectral Sailor. Spectral Sailors is actually really good in this deck. So I think they have to take my Curious Obsession. But Spell Pierce is something I want to keep, so if possible. Okay, so they took the Spell Pierce. Okay, well, that's relevant to know, because now I can keep it alive. That's great, actually. Cool. And I have Ionize for Bolus, so... sure. I'm just gonna keep drawing cards. I think they want to take that Ionize. Discard is good. It's a powerful ability. It's frustrating to play against, but it's not more powerful than removal or creatures or walkers. Definitely not more than walkers. Humph. I'm gonna play opt main phase. That's frustrating. And I'm just gonna drop this here. If they play discard, I will sacrifice the Storm Tamer to it. Bolus might be next. What? Well, that's a big deal. And now we've got negate up. We'll just counter this right. Draw another card. This is the reason... Okay, well, we're definitely not hitting lands. This is the reason why I like this type of strategy. Just playing... Okay, well... Oh, wait, that's negate, because he's a planeswalker, not a creature. Just playing cheaper, like I just used 2 mana spell to take out a 5 mana spell. Oh my gosh. Be merciful. It's a hard life sometime. Okay, well, I mean, whatever they play here is... I mean, I think I've got enough cards. I'm just going to flash this in. Okay, that's a big deal. I mean, they've only got 1 spell. We can protect it with a negate, so... let's spread out our threats a bit. Maybe hit a land, eh? Well, hit a land. Have to be more specific, I guess. Ah, that's not a good keep. And we'll get rid of that guy. And that should be the game. Alright, taking out Grixis Fires. 2 games to 1. Alright, good to be on the play the second time. I think in the previous videos that I've made, I end up being on the draw a lot in these, so this helps. Alright, I mean, if this was a Curious Obsession, we've got the ideal opening. So, seems good. We do need to find Curious Obsession, though. I don't think I'm going to play Storm Tamer, actually, now that I think about it, because it's my only threat, and I'll use Opt to dig. Okay, so this is going to be a... Well, that's a problem. Problem mostly solved. Okay, so this is going to be a Bant ramp, so Spell Pierces are likely going to be coming out. We'll see. So Nice is going to be a problem. Probably just going to counter that before it draws dead. And likewise, I'm just going to get rid of this thing while I can, while there's nothing else on the board. Doesn't feel good, but... Man, it feels like my hand emptied out instantly. This deck, when it doesn't draw well early on, you are playing a lot of... Okay. So we're playing its Nexus. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Our path to victory starts here. course, we draw lands. We need counterspells, so we're going to bring in those negates again. And probably Aether Gust. Aether Gust is just really excellent in the metagame. And I'm just going to bolt this thing so I can keep drawing cards. Drawing cards. D-R-A-W-L. They don't have it already, right? Oh, they were just going to opt. Lol. Okay. That's excellent. Bone Crusher's also very good at keeping Root Snare from being a thing. So that's a big deal. So the question is do I drop in Bone Crusher? I think I don't, because I wanna use this to break their fog. Sure. Okay. I mean, we're just chipping in there. The only problem is, again, we don't have a ton of counterspells in the deck. Oh, that's... okay, there's a counterspell. I think I can kill it quickly enough that that's... no, that's gotta go away, right? Well, even as I make fun of saying I don't have a lot of... okay. Oh, nice. So they don't seem to have a Root Snare yet, which I think is relevant to note. There's a counterspell. There's a land. Okay, good. So next turn, Embercleave, well, if they have Root Snare, then sure, that's fine, right? Thinking... that might just be bait, because then they can cast Nexus. So I think I don't need to draw any more cards.
I have just the trick for this.
Growth Spiral. Okay, they're tapping. Oh, I think we got him. Yeah, we got him. GG. Okay. Unless my math is garbage, which it very much likely is. It's gonna make it an 8. Boom. Alright. Game 1 against Nexus. The Nexus matchup I love. It's a lot of fun, because if I mess up or do anything like that, then I just lose. I think that's... there's a lot of excitement to it. Dive Downs come out. Embercleave was good there, but I think that wants to come out. Do I want to take out the bolts? They're really good against Narset. But I think I'm just going to rely on just not. Obviously, decisions I'm making are not super educated decisions. They're just kind of what I think seems good. But yeah, the Nexus matchup is a lot of fun. I will be right back when my opponent is finished sideboarding. There we go. How's that for timing? I should remember they probably brought shifting Ceratops in, so I probably should have brought lava coils in, but I haven't seen them yet, so double Aether Gust is good. Scryland is fine. I don't have any threats, but I have them in my deck. Another Aether Gust, maybe not exactly what I'd like, but maybe this wasn't a great keep. Yeah, that's fine. Just bounce Reclamation when they cast it. Well, that's a thing. It is unfortunate, but sure, you can opt. Okay, I think some of these Aether Gusts are coming out. That's probably not good decision making to say I'm going to take them out because I drew all three of them in my opening hand. Frilled Mystic. That'd be dope. Quench. Okay, I think I'm dead now, right? I didn't draw any threats, and they drew a counterspell. So it may just be wrong. I don't know if Aether Gust is good. We'll see. It's good against shifting Ceratops. Yeah, okay, we're done. So we're going to be on the play this game. I didn't know that they would play Borrower. That's kind of cool. So, Aether Gust is okay. I mean, maybe Embercleave does want to come in. I don't know what to take out for it. Sure, that makes sense. Take out your cantrips to put in a 6-mana spell. Okay, what the heck kind of hand is that? It's probably fine. We do have that darn Aether Gust in there again, but sure. Oops, that was a mistake. Forgot this isn't an island or a mountain. Growth spiral. I think I'm gonna let that be. Simply because I'd rather, that's unfortunate. If they have Quench again, then I just get blown out. So, I miss on lands. Maybe Curious Obsession comes out. I don't know. They're just going to pass the turn. Well, think I've lost this. I think I have lost it. Okay, yep, GG. Alright, let's go on to game 3. On to game 3. Alright, well, I'm glad that the die roller is working in my favor. Have I learned? No. That's essentially an opt, right? Yep, good. So, people complain about the Nexus matchup a lot, but it's essentially just decided really early. You're trying to kill them before they stabilize, and they're trying to stabilize. Looks like we might be doing this again. I'm guessing they have growth spy already. So, or it could be blue, could be Simic Flash. Okay, so this is indeed Nexus. That's great. They might have a Spell Pierce in hand. Don't know why they would be holding priority or an opt. Good stuff. Okay, this is why I have the Lookout's Dispersals in here. So they do have an opt. It's a 2-mana counterspell. I could use Quench, but again, Quench just goes dead so quickly. It would be good in this case, but interesting. So this is not what I thought it was. That's fine with me. Draw 4 more creatures. Yeah, that seems fine. Seems fine. I'm just gonna keep attacking, drawing a bunch of cards each turn. If I can get an untapped land, then I can hold up Ionize as well. That's not a land. That's not a land. That's frustrating. Perhaps putting all my eggs in one basket isn't the best, but they are Simic, so I'm not seeing them having a ton of removal. Yes, you are welcome to cast Chemist's Insight. Sure. Alright, let's draw some more cards, folks. Our burn's going to be relevant in a very short amount of time. Okay, there's a land. There's some burn. Excellent. I have a lot of cards in hand. Yeah, I'm just going to hold everything open. So I've got Ionize. Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 counterspells. This is the reason why I run both of them. They're dead next turn if I can win these fights. What? Bolt your face. Is that gonna force him to try to Nexus? Okay. Got him. Couldn't resist. Okay, so I'm hitting him for 4, so I need to use Ionize. go Bone Crush to the face. Okay, well, we just happen to have extra Bone Crush to the face. Sure, why not? Why not? And we'll just finish him off. Alright, so we win game 1 against Nexus again. Now we just have to win one of the 2 next games. Not be a bum. So this looks like Aether Gust might have a little bit more play to it since they've got the green elementals. Negate also seems good. What do I take out? That is the problem. I feel like Lightning Strike's still got to come out. I don't know about Ember Cleave, man. Curious Obsession. I mean, Curious Obsession is kind of the core to the deck. I'm going to take out one. I'll take out Ember Cleave. We'll see how we do. It would be interesting to put Chandra against a Nexus deck so that every time they take all those turns, they take a damage. I'm not sure if it works that way. Okay, this is a good hand. This is like basically the ideal hand for starting out. See, this is what I don't understand about why people don't like Nexus. Nexus doesn't interact, like it doesn't stop you from doing what you want to do. So they've got Opt. Could have Mystical Dispute. Well, now I have my version of Mystical Dispute. Yes, sir. So that's great. Once we untap, we're going to be golden. Like, that's one piece of interaction that they've played. Like, when you play against Nexus, you get to basically do what you want to do. They don't really try to stop you. I'm going to flash this in. If they don't do anything, then I'm just going to start attacking with Borrower too, so get them on a much faster clock. Okay, that's a thing. That is a thing. I don't think I ever play against people with similar decks as this, so it's probably not good in the end, but I mean my deck's probably not good, but it's fun. Wake up that. Probably should have taken the dive downs out. I don't think the dive downs are very good. I can just bounce this, right? Get off full control. I don't want to tap land. That's okay. Aether Gust is great. So do I want a Storm Tamer? Probably. I mean, not Storm Tamer. Curious Obsession. Probably. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, Temple. I want lands now. I mean, he's fine, but probably could have templed first, but now it could be said that if they have Mystical Dispute again, I get punished. But they only have 5 lands, so I should have negated that. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so now I basically can fight over spells twice. And this will deal with get out of here. Okay. I think we got him. Folks. They're dead in 2. They are dead in 2 turns. How aggressive do I want to get here? Screw it, I guess. We just need counter spells. Got him. There's a second piece of interaction. Land would be great, but no need to draw land. Dive down, and Curious Obsession can go away. Well, this game worked much better than the previous one. I think I've got a good matchup against Nexus. Albeit this may not be the ideal version of Leafkins. I don't know if they're... Sure. Alright. 2-0 over Simic Nexus. The deck played much better in that game. Okay, so I'm 4 for 4 on going first, which is great. I'm also 4 for 4 for... I don't know where I was going with that. Alright. I don't know, this hand. So the nice thing about this deck, as opposed to previous versions of Mono Blue Tempo, etc., is the individual card power level is a bit higher. So, Spectral Sailor is a bit more powerful than the 1-1 unblockable guy. Brazen Borrower is obviously a very powerful card. They have Shock, that's okay. Use it against my creatures. Use it against my creatures. I do have to be aware of Chain Whirler. So... What? I think I'm just going to bounce this. I'm going to play the control role here. I know I'm on the play, but I don't think I can race Mono Blue. Or Mono Red. Especially when I'm drawing all 1-power stuff. Sure. Now, if they have Shock, which it appears like they do, it's less likely, but I 100% have Shock. Yep. And we're getting to a point now where we've got enough lands to start drawing cards with these guys, so I want to keep them alive. Definitely not a pro at playing this deck against Mono Red. Well, I should have just stopped. I'm definitely not a pro. Sure. I'm just going to bounce you to your hand so you don't get any more value from it. I don't want them to Chain Whirler everything away, so that's the thing. Now, this is a matchup where I'm going to skew heavily towards the red side in the post-board games. Nice. So instead of... That's funny. What? Why would it just... That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I would have had a Spectral Sailor on the field. That seems kind of bad. Sure. That's awesome. Hit him for 8, and now they can't get Chain Willard. Seems good. You're gonna be like, what is this monstrosity? If you're not playing Volt, which you probably are. Of course you are. Because you're a mono red deck. They don't seem to be playing Chain Whirler, so maybe Bone Crusher. Okay, so they have Shock again. And it's so many shocks, for crying out loud. Unless they're just holding priority just to be a turd. Which I've heard people do. Yep. Let's see if we've gotten rid of all of their removal. They essentially have to get rid of this guy this turn. This is close. So far we've played Grixis Fires, Nexus of Fate twice, and now Mono Red. So, a lot of interesting decks that you can do. You're welcome to take 2. I don't know where any of my red removal is, but I believe being post-board we should be fine. It's good to know that this character is in here. 3 Aether Gusts, 2 Lava Coils at least. Does that mean I'm dead? Maybe. What? Rip. GG. Alright, that was fun. I am aware that this type of deck is going to be weaker against mono red. Because all my creatures are tiny. Alrighty then. Aether Gust. Lava Coil. What's bad? Borrower, probably. Although, Curious Obsession probably needs to come out. Ionize? Yeah. What am I talking about? Ionize. So Curious Obsession just invites... Oh, man. Do I want to take out Curious Obsession? I don't know. I'm going to take out a couple. Although... Huh. Borrower can't block. I'm going to cut a Borrower and then put an Obsession back in. Huh. I know these lands come into play tapped. Literally 2 of the only lands in the deck that can do that, but... 100% holding priority. Yep. Do I just bounce this and make them recast it? Take advantage of all the tempo that I possibly can. Sure. I can't get it out of there, can I? Oh, look at that. That's so funny. Okay, we don't want them to get value from that. No, sir. Now your giant is gone. So we just took care of a 4-3 with a spell pierce. It's gotta feel good, right? I can't see us winning 3 matches like this, or 2 more, but sure. Borrow and then counter their light up stage. What? I mean, I guess. Seems good. I probably should have played Storm Tamer. Would have been good. Good, good, good. What? I mean, I guess I'll just do this. I can fight over the second removal spell. Or if it's Wizard's Lightning, I can kill it. Nope, cannot. No can do. Wow, they have... Okay, good. That's a lot of burn damage going to my creatures instead of my face. So... Embercleave will be live next turn. Oops, I just realized I don't have this counterspell in my hand. It's on top of my deck. That's unfortunate. I suppose. If you insist. Yes. I'm not gonna get baited. Ah, look at you. And just because I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to use this again, I'm just going to do that. Huh. That's fine. I am getting really low on health. Man, I'm just one land short. Nice. That was well played. So... I think I'm going to play this and see what they do. They have removal. Let's see if this works. Okay, you did it a little bit early, but... Okay, well now I've got a blocker. They should have waited until after I targeted it, and then they would have been good, but... So... I think this just works like that. Burn spell. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing. Blue-red enchantments. I know, blue-red equipment. Okay, we're just dumping everything out. Why am I stuttering? Storm Tamer can block, can counter a... Got him. Oh my gosh, these matches are intense. Okay. Again, Embercleave won us there. I don't know if that's what I want, though. I don't know. Let's bring in another Curious Obsession. Embercleave does offer that quick strike ability, but it just happened to be that they messed up. If I had tried to equip to the thing and they killed it in response, then I would have lost. These types of matches are ones that I love, and these are the reason why I'm playing Historic. Lots of interaction. Notice basically every turn we were interacting, killing each other's stuff, trying to get an advantage in, and I love it. Okay. Seems good. Light up the stage, good stuff. So G2 is now a 2-power guy. What? I gotta stop putting it on. That is so frustrating. So frustrating. It's okay though. The French toast. Just get rid of that guy. That's a lot of damage there. Yep. I'm down to 10, so that's a thing. Wow. Okay. I think I'm just going to put this into play tapped. And I'm going to put in Sailor, and... That is so frustrating that I have to take that damage, but I think I do. Hey. Man, they've constantly have... Unless they're just one of those bums that's always holding up interaction. Now my problem here is I did draw all red stuff, so their burn spells I can't do anything about. It's a fast-ish clock. Okay, it doesn't look like they have Chain Whirler, so I'm just going to be a little bit more aggressive. Probably just going to think correctly. Yes, that is really unfortunate that they drew all of those. That is so unfortunate. Yup. Essentially, unless I get super lucky and just draw a butt ton of counter spells, pretty much dead here. Um, yeah, wow. Bone Crusher's really good in this deck, in mono red. Literally anything kills, except for creature. Okay, that's something that doth not kill. Now, if they held onto that and then played a Gitu, that would be kind of legit. I have no choice. That has to go into play tapped. Oh, this is so intense. Dude, I kill him next turn, though. Oh, my word. Good game. Oh, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. I think we've done it, folks. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. I think it just happened. I think we've done it. I'm gonna burn him in the face. Oh my gosh. That was an amazing game. All right, that last set was freaking awesome. Those were some really good games, except for the ones against Nexus and Match 2 that I just got blown out games 2 and 3. But man, this is what I would love Historic to be. Just lots of interaction, lots of stuff going on, not creatures all staring at each other. The control game, the Fires game was fun because essentially if I resolve a spell, you lose. Same thing with Nexus. But golly, that last game against Mono Red was insane. That was great. Anyways, I probably have some thoughts. I haven't played enough games to like decide what I like, don't like. Obviously, the burn is nice, just giving the tempo deck some removal. Embercleave really pulled its weight. I drew it several times, and it pulled its weight. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna stop there, and hopefully, I'll remember to do some more follow up on this deck because this was a lot of fun. So, thanks for watching. Bye for now.